Hi guys, welcome back to another Payday 2 video. This one is for the very newly released Heist Santa's Workshop. Playing this on Deathwish, just giving you guys a little bit of insight into it. It was only released an hour ago when I recorded this gameplay. So I wanted to jump straight on here and get stuck in while it was still nice and fresh. I got really lucky. I got a group here that were absolutely magnificent. They were brilliant, excellent players. I did, pre-warning, have to kick a player because he was miles away and we were all sitting on the thing. He didn't look like he was going to move. So, sorry if you're watching this, mate, Sergeant Bally, but he was miles behind. We'd said go several times and he wasn't running towards the exit at all. So, everyone's getting ready. I chose a sort of like a tank rather than my usual ones. So here we go, we start off outside Santa's workshop, which is clearly not an illegitimate business. Pulling up a Jericho 941. I just prefer the real life alternates. This I haven't played this map too many times. I have played it on normal. I can't vouch too much for all the rest of the spawns, but this spawn that we worked with, and I only played this 5 or 6 times, this spawn worked absolutely flawlessly. The area that we're in, so when you get inside you're going to be shouting at these guys, making sure that they are then working, preparing for the cops. I decided to open the grenade asset just in case. I thought it was going to take a little while longer than it did. This spot here was yeah, we've got all the elves within our sights pretty easily, so starting things off, obviously that guy I've just killed will actually get hit by that car and live. The car will go straight through him. Like, the guy is just fucking invincible. Just totally wrecking those guys because no one needs them in the way. And we start preparing around about 1:30 to 2 minutes. Is when most of the time you start getting the cops jumping in and giving you what for, basically. Still haven't decided to go on infamy, just working on the mask achievements more than anything, just getting all the difficulty ones done. As you can see by Hoxhud, you can see that there are now plenty of enemies spawning on the map. I've got to admit, I didn't really go looking for many of the gauge packages because, well, playing on Deathwish I just couldn't be bothered, to be fair. There we go. This is where they start dropping in. They like to drop in from the top. We found through a little bit of trial and error that it actually works a lot better if you guys camp on the bottom when you play this. Unless you're all playing some beastie dodge run and decide to totally destroy these guys and just run around. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like dodge has taken a bit of a hit recently. I don't feel like I'm dodging as many shots as usual. This is me failing because I completely forgot that I hadn't actually got Inspire on this build. However, the Jericho 941 does still destroy cloakers quite nicely. So when you see these icons, this means that you have to go and collect the presents. They will not continue making any more until you do. I completely forgot this, and I was just sitting around like, oh my god, what's going on? Why aren't they making any more? I'm shouting, but nothing's happening. But basically, there we go, I figured it out. Oh god, these guys have got the presents. So do that, shout at them, nice and quick. This is the first time in a build I've ever used Swan Song, ever, so it was quite odd for me to use it, and it's also quite nice to be able to fire off the M14 doing massive damage and dealing out a lot of damage and not using up any ammo. I could just spray as best I needed to do a lot of damage. Thought I'd gone down here and I hadn't, and then I decided, oh, right, okay. Right, what's better to do now and swap out. That's the beauty of the M14 on Deathwish. Absolutely destroys things. Quickly realised that I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and mistook Sergeant Bally for an enemy by accident. At this spot where I'm about to be in, you can see I managed to accidentally move into it. It's a fantastic camping spot, absolutely brilliant. Just grabbed all the all the bags we had there and just stashed them in the corner. It doesn't change at all throughout any of the difficulties. You only need 4 bags to survive. Always getting rid of cloakers because they are a pain in the ass. So this spot, they don't seem to try and engage you as much. Having people sitting there like Josh is there, is really useful. And he was absolutely wrecking anything that came in. I'm pretty sure he dropped down a couple of ammo bags. It might have been the sergeant that did that. But it was excellent. None of the guys really used any of their grenades, which I find many people don't tend to do. Yeah, there we go. He's dropped one of his ammo bags. It's fantastic. I got such a good team straight off the bat, which was really useful. It was just a shame that I did have to kick Sergeant Bally because he really was way behind. Nevertheless, moving forwards, we're just coming to the end of the wave now. The last few spawns and whatnot. I did notice that if you stay in a certain area, I think it's the one to the left of where I am now, just straight across, you will get flashbanged to absolutely oblivion. I was playing with Kamachiko, and we were both sitting there just getting flashbanged, and I was trying to play dodge build, but it just doesn't work. It's not worth trying to use in this, I don't find. I think a heavy build with muscle, so that you sit still every 5 seconds, you're regenerating 4% of your health if you've got that fully kitted out. That's the perfect build behind this. Try not to shoot the elves. I haven't actually managed to kill any of them yet, but I wouldn't tempt it. This was going much better than I thought it would. At this point, still wasn't actually entirely sure, but I was becoming aware that they were dwindling in numbers. And I'd heard that the guy was coming soon, so we just needed to make sure we were getting ready. I mean, like I said, I'd only played this on normal, so I thought you get the chimney out the front, which is the drop-off point. There's a chimney out the front, there's a chimney out the back, so you need to be careful. Don't chuck everything towards the front because you might end up getting it in the back, which you could then obviously end up screwing yourself over as well. Just shouting at the guys. This is like I said, this spawn spot here. Sorry, this camping spot here is just absolutely brilliant. We just dropped everything here. There we go. This is why I mistakenly said that they go out the front, because well, that's where they went on normal. So I just sort of went with it. Obviously, clear the assault first. We've got a hostage somewhere. I'm not sure where, but oh, that was him. There we go. Well, it's not like we need one. There we go. Now we just needed to get them all the way out there. It's not too far, but something that wasn't very prevalent on normal was here, and that was snipers. Completely forgot I had Swan Song and could have just sprayed the hell out of that taser. Fantastic having someone that has Inspire and uses it so effectively as well. Just sort of ran, dropped the presents, in they go. There we go, that's all 4 of them in. Here we go. Running, attack, go. Keep going. Through some things. Still going. We'll just keep running towards the exit. I'm not entirely sure why Sergeant stayed behind, but there we go. So Kamichiko just confirming we're going, and he's way back there, so I wasn't risking that. So sorry, mate, I had to kick you. We'd have just had our asses torn apart. And that's Santa's Workshop on Deathwish. A hell of a lot easier than we thought it would be, as you'll see by the comments we put in the chat. Very fun, actually. It was a really interesting take, something very different, although it does sort of bear a lot of resemblance to Cook Off. Keep an eye out, guys, because I will be posting guides for the other achievements in the Christmas update. That includes another gameplay I've already recorded for Only Santa Brings Gifts and Pumped Up and Jolly. So keep an eye out, guys. I will be posting those shortly. Let me know if you guys are finding an achievement difficult in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do to give you some useful gameplay with tips on how to beat it. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new. That's it for this one, guys. See you next time.